Yo, so this video is pertaining to the root chakra. I'm answering a question from AI Dentist. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for the attention that you've been putting in to my videos. This video is going to be an explanation of the root chakra, and have my little boy right here. He's a little sleepy, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to first explain my experience, what I understand, right off the dome, and then I'll just go into whatever notes I have in this book, because this book was one of the best books that I found on the chakra system, because it integrates psychology and Eastern philosophy. Just look into that if there's anything that I missed, but we'll get into it now. The root chakra is the first chakra that I'd say that we develop. It's the, if you think about the chakras, if we look at the way human being develops itself, they start at a very instinctual level, and then they start getting higher and higher into deeper or more complex ways of expressing themselves. So the intellect is what comes next after instinct, and then after the intellect comes intuition. Very rarely do people develop their intuition, and that's when we get to talking about like the sixth chakra and the seventh chakra. Those are the ones more connected to those higher realms. But when it comes to the root chakra, it is the first one. So it's the one that connects us to the earth. It's the physical. It's the one that pertains to survival. I saw in the comments somebody talking about survival, also connected to reproduction. I'm not sure if it really is connected to reproduction, because that's really, when I'm looking at other chakras, that's when we're really talking about the sacral chakra. I think the sacral chakra is more connected to our emotions and our sexuality. I personally haven't really thought about the root chakra in that way. The way I see the root chakra is like it's something that I feel usually on the day to day. When you gain a larger awareness of your body, you're able to draw your awareness to these different chakras, different chakras. You can actually get to feel them and experience them on your daily life. So really, the root chakra was something that I first got to experience when I started meditating. When I started meditating, that's when I really got to experience it. It was one of the first ones. It's connected to fear, not fear, but it's connected to survival. So a healthy root chakra can really be seen as somebody who has like good, healthy habits, good diet. Is just it just has a very like healthy physical body. And I think the reason that in that video where I mentioned the root chakra, the reason I could feel it when I was being spoken to by my manager, I think it was just signaling to me like a danger, like, hey, like this is infiltrating a space. And have I experienced it very often? No, I don't think I have. I haven't really gotten that signal. And I wonder whether that's just been because of the amount of meditation and discipline I've been having these past months. Maybe like my systems are becoming much more prevalent, and I've become more aware of them. But when it comes down to the root chakra, what you need to understand is that it's very much connected to our survival. It's very instinctual. It's one of the first things that govern us in the beginning of our lives. Like my little baby here, he's primarily being driven by the root chakra. He also seems to be developing some emotions, the ability and some self-awareness, but he's more about just eating and pooping, and he's also been wanting to chew now. He's developing his teeth, so maybe um, he's in that oral fixation stage. Uh, but when it comes to the root chakra, it's just instinct. Like a lot of animals, a lot of human beings stay in the lower three chakras, and that's the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root chakra. And so these are human beings that cannot transcend their ego. Um, and if there are any problems in development, for example, if my baby were to be abandoned, um, that would be a very negative influence on his development, and the root chakra is pivotal to survival. So if that's why you look at the like babies that get abandoned at a very young age, they don't survive long. They don't really get to live long. It's vital to our grounding, to our connection to this earth. We need to develop a strong connection to the earth if we really want to be operating to our highest potential. So it's vital. Now I'm gonna see if there's, hold on, give me 1 second. Now I'm gonna see if there's anything that I missed in this book. If you're interested, Eastern Body, Western Mind by Anody Judith. And then gonna see if there's anything I'm missing. So physical identity is about self-preservation, somatic, so yeah, very related to the body. It's from the womb to 12 months. That's where we're really developing it. So my baby here is 6 months old. Let's see, just really quick. So it relates to the formation of the physical body and takes place during prenatal development and infancy. Survival and physical comfort. It anchors the spirit into the physical body and the child feels welcomed into the world, as I mentioned earlier. Liberation, manifestation. Let's see. Chakra 1. So yeah, so it talks about some things that can distort it. So we can neglect, feeding difficulties, anemas. These are traumas that can affect it. Physical abuse, accidents, surgeries, illnesses, inherited trauma, even surgery. So yeah, all these things are really support boundaries. I see here. Yeah. I see here. So, and then it even goes into the schizoid character structure, which is a structure that that develops itself through the traumatic experiences, like it's as a byproduct of the trauma that people experience. So development is very key. This book is more about the psychological understanding, for sure. Doing psychological work. Yeah, so basically, the root chakra is very much connected to our body, very much connected to instincts, very much connected to our survival. Any trauma onto the body can affect the root chakra. Our relationship to our body can also be related to that. Any distortions in the root chakra, traumas, etc., can often lead the person to operate from a higher level from upper chakras. But the thing is that we want to live a holistic lifestyle, a whole life. So that means being able to be tapped into all of our systems, all of our chakras, and have a healthy relationship with all of them. For the importance of you understanding your root chakra is that when you start to get into this understanding, you can actually you really get to understand how you relate to your body, how you relate to survival. Um, what are the things that drive you? Really, when it's about self-awareness. So what are the things that you're afraid of? What are the things that maybe you're lacking? Are you taking care of your body? Do you have a good body self-image? Do you eat healthily? Were there any experiences that you had during the development of the root chakra that might be affecting you now? Um, yeah, those are some of the things that matter. And really, here it's not so much about the root chakra in specific. It's cool to learn about them individually, but I really encourage that you take on an approach where you're learning about development, you're learning about your relationship to your chakras and how that affects your life in general, your general psychology, and for you to understand that I'm gonna have to I have to take this boy to sleep. Basically, just make sure that you're studying. Make sure that you're looking into the root chakra, all the chakras, because the more you learn about spirituality, the more you learn about these systems, the easier it becomes for you to understand what's going on with you internally. They can serve as signals for you to navigate the world better, get more information. It's really that, taking in more information so that you can make better decisions, more conscious decisions, and yeah, that's it. If you're interested, check out that book. I hope this helped. This is me just going, just raw. I feel like I do have another channel, it's Lucid Living, and that channel I have plans for it to just go more in depth and be able to explain these things in a way that's a lot more informative rather than experiential, which is what we're talking about here. But that's it for now. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Gonna turn this off.